Hey guys, so I lucked out on this rental, and initially I was supposed to get a Chevy Suburban, but Alamo didn't have any when I arrived at the airport, so they gave me this 2018 Cadillac Escalade ESV. It only had 3,000 miles when I picked it up. Pretty nice. I think it's like an $80,000 SUV. So just left it here. So I want to show you something pretty neat. It's that most cars don't have yet. It's this rearview mirror. So when you turn on the car, you can you have two options basically. You can get a standard review, you have like your standard review camera, which doesn't give too much visibility, especially with the third row seats up. And a large car like this, when you're backing up, visibility becomes an issue. You do also have, obviously the rearview camera, but this rearview mirror camera actually gives you a digital layout behind you. Pretty high quality camera. Definitely comes in handy when you're on the road or when you're backing up. So I'll go ahead and close the door. So let's say I'll put it in reverse. You got your standard rearview camera here on the right, with sensors and all that. And then it'll give you the bird's eye view, 360 view, very handy. I'm not sure if it lets you do the front. Oh yeah, this is a front view also when you put it in drive. So when you put it in drive, it gives you a front view. Good for tight spaces, if you can't see overhead. And then if I'll put it back in reverse, and it'll give me the backup, with the grid lines. This seat also has like feedback. So let's say I'll put it in drive and I'll get really close to those garbage bins. It'll show me right there, like a sonar type. And I think if I get close enough, yeah, that noise was the seat vibrating, indicating that you're really close. So that's good. It's good feedback, especially when you're backing up. Good to have. And this whole odometer, this whole layout dashboard, this whole layout is all digital. So it gives me information like tire pressure, oil service, fuel range, stuff like that. Trip history. And right here on the left, just more info. I think it can give you oil pressure, transmission fluid temperature, battery voltage. Oh, this is like for lane departure warning if you're on the highway, stuff like that. It's 4-wheel drive, so I've been putting it in auto most of my time here in Seattle. I did use 4-wheel drive high when I was up in Mount Rainier. There were some steep roads there. And then, that's pretty much it. Oh, it's got heads-up display. I don't know if you can see it right there. Yeah, it's got heads-up display. So I can toggle some type of information. This will give me RPM and miles per hour, speed limit, and how fast I'm going. Some type of USB media input, compass, You can change the brightness and all that, and the height. Pretty nice interior. This is Cadillac's Q system. So for 2018, I know it's compatible with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, which was very, very useful. The Android Auto was really, really useful for navigation. So basically, you just plug in your phone, and it uses a Google Maps interface for navigation, and then likewise for Apple CarPlay for the maps for navigation. Very useful. A lot better than this, old navigation layout that most cars come with. Just not very user friendly. So I would show you the Android CarPlay. The Android Auto, but when you plug it in, when you activate it, it actually locks your phone up. I guess just for safety. So they just want you to rely on the on this infotainment screen to rely on your text messages, voice, music, navigation. And it locks the phone from being used. Obviously, you can deactivate it and all that if you want to. You can also lower the pedal adjustments here. So here, if I'm like gonna like lower it and then make it closer, stuff like that. Pretty neat. It's good to have if, you know, if you're tall or short, whatever. Heated seats. They're also ventilated, so good to have. So also for the same for the passenger. This actually pops up. I think this is a hard part always, because I always have trouble with this. I think I have to push. Oh, I don't know. There we go. And it'll pop up. Little storage compartment there, USB. You know, maybe you could put a wallet. I mean, I wouldn't put my wallet in here, but whatever. And then you just push it back down. These rear seats are bucket in the back, and they're also heated, very comfortable, and then recline. They recline pretty far back, and they're heated, like I said, pretty nice. You know, sunroof. This one doesn't have the DVD players, but you know, this is a rental. And then if I want to open the trunk, I just push this button. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. And then again, if you guys want to see this again, that was pretty cool. This digital rearview mirror, actually way better than a standard rearview mirror. This just shows you more crisp, you know, screen and all that. It does get a little distorted in the rain. If there's heavy rain and there's a couple rain droplets blocking the camera, then that gets messed up. So that's just my dash cam. Yeah, pretty cool, pretty nice surprise when I arrived at the car rental place. The lady was just like, you know, do you want this? And I'm like, okay. So, oh yeah, here's the storage compartment. A lot of storage here, definitely, a lot of storage. So, that's it.